a big envelope, guys. It says in the instructions here, take care when you turn it upside down not to damage any of these little pieces here, guys, because obviously, and you've got the light fittings there. Stairwell superstructure. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Today I'm building the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, and we're doing issue 44. So we're blitzing through these now, guys. And guys, if you're not already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, comment down below, and feel free to share the video. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with this week's build of the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, issue 44. Okay then, guys, so we'll start off this week by looking through the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks magazine, issue 44. Now, as you've seen there, guys, I've already undone the wrapping, but I have not looked through this. I've not looked what I've got. As you can see, that's all sealed. I do say that for you guys so we can go through this together. But I just thought I'd undo the wrapping so it's a lot quicker moving on without all the hustle and rustle, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's take a look at this mag. Right, first of all, coming in issue 45, we've got lifeboats, blocks, tarpaulins, winch, davits and decking. Now guys, this is starting to get a bit fiddly now, and I love it, but it's going to get more complicated. I mean, here, as you can see, we've got the little lifeboats. It's going to get really detailed now, guys, but it's going to pop when they're done. But I think we've had a few easy issues and it's starting to get a bit more complicated, should I say. But yeah, you've got the usual content in these magazines. First Officer William McMaster, Murdoch. It's such a resemblance from the movie. If you've seen the movie, guys, it just looks like that. They did pretty cool with the movie. How they made it so real. And there's the Olympic. I think that was the smaller version of the Titanic. Don't quote me on there. Someone out there will know that. It'll probably tell you in this content here. I've just not read it yet. Yeah, and we're straight into then what we're doing this week, guys. Central section of the boat deck. As you can see here, that's a new piece today, I think. I don't think it's going to be too complicated this week. No, we're just putting things together which looks cool. I mean, as in the instruction 3, as you can see, we're putting the superstructure sections from issue 22. God, that's about 20 odd issues ago. We're starting to build it together now, guys. I don't know where I'm going to put this build. I really don't know where I'm going to put it. I might have to move things about a bit just until I get the studio done. Hopefully, that's going to be happening in the next month or so. I'm going to deck the walls out, you know what I mean, put some boarding on and make it more studio-like, if that makes sense. Right, but without further ado, guys, let's have a look what's in this week's issue. It's just having the time to get it done, that's all. Because obviously I'm filming regularly for you guys. When I do it, I'm gonna have to just bang it out and get it done, because obviously I ain't got time to not have the studio built up, basically. I do love how these come in these boxes and they're well looked after. So what I'll do is I'll take these out. And then we'll move the box out of the way. Now guys, this time I'm being careful as I'm getting this decking out. Because if you watch the recentest video of the decking, it actually snapped. Which ain't a problem. But then it's just an issue you don't want, and you've got to glue it back together. So what I'll do is I'll be careful with these pieces of decking. That's an empty box. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at the packaging. So cool. Yeah, just chuck that to the back there till I get time to tidy it up. And what I'm going to do is move these out of the way, just to the left of your screen, until we need them in a sec. And now we'll open this envelope. It's a big envelope, guys. I'll just check there's nothing else. No, all clear, guys. I wouldn't thought they'd put something else in there, but you never know. There might be something lingering the bottom. What I haven't noticed, always double check, guys, if you're doing this build, because if you leave it in there and throw it in the bin, you're going to have a lot of issues if you need that small part. Right, let's just see what we've got in here. Okay, I'm thinking those are going to be joining the superstructure together. We'll see in a sec. Right, so if I put this over here, and we'll have a look what parts we've got. Right, 44A and 44C. 44A is the decking for starboard side. So that's just being careful not to break these, guys. That'll be a nightmare. So this is the starboard side. Pretty cool. So that's the decking, 44A. And then we've got the central section of boat deck, 44B, which is this part here. As you might know, that's plastic. And then we've got 44C, which is the decking port side. Pretty cool. So effective, guys. It looks so cool. And then we've got 44D. Get a bit of black mark out of the way there. 44D is the connecting plates. I would have thought these are going to connect each decking, what we're doing today anyway. So if I put those to the left there, you can just see those on the left hand screen there. And then we've got 3 screws. We've got GP screws and AP screws. There you go, put those at the top. Right, so let's first of all read what it wants us to do in instruction 1, which is this part here. Take the central section of the boat deck, 44B, which is this fella here. And then we're going to apply 44A and 44C. Check the fit, and then working on each side at a time, move the backing paper and stick the deck in. Okay, so what we're going to do is get this the right way around first, and the right way upside. That's upside down. That's underneath. That's the top. You can tell because the way the grooves there, where the other items are going to fit, and the decking is going to be laid each side there. So if I just place that just there, we're going to put 44A, which is this part, up the top of your screen. So this is just a dry fit, guys. As you can see, that fits perfectly. There we go. I'm having to move it about a lot now on camera as well, guys. It's getting that big. One shot does not take it. And I think that's going to get worse as we go on. For the right reasons. That's how that's going to look when it's all finished. So if I get my tweezers to carefully take this decking off, because what I'm going to do is do the top of the screen first, 44A, which is the decking starboard side. Now, you know me, guys, with this decking, you can put it on without glue, but I recommend you do apply a little bit of glue, as the adhesive on this decking is not the best. So, oh, and another little tip, I wouldn't put the glue around where you've got holes where screws are going to go. You would be able to get through it, but it might just take a little persuasion if you're putting screws or little plastic pieces in these little holes where there's glue. It might just give you a bit more work, if that makes sense. But that should be plenty of glue on there. So what I want to do now is take the adhesive off before that glue sets, and then we're going to put it on. Just carefully. It should come off pretty easy. Like so. I'll tidy that up in a sec. I'm going to get this on as quick as possible. Now, because you put glue on, guys, it will be a bit slippy. So you've got to bear that in mind. If you can get in the right place, carefully just dab it down. Just make sure it's all in the right position. Gently rub that all over. It'll take a few minutes for that to set, if that. And there you go. You've got the starboard side decking done and completed. Look at that, guys. That is so cool. Look how effective that looks. I keep saying it every week, but this build is going to be so cool when it's done. It's going to be amazing. I love it. Right, so let's get rid of the rubbish. And now we're doing 44C, which is the decking for the port side, which is along the bottom here. So what we'll do is apply more glue. I've got to get some glue tomorrow. I'm running out. I should be okay for today. But yeah, I'm running low on glue. I'm sure I've got another bottle somewhere, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure, but I'm not sure. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? I've got a feeling I've got another bottle. But if I'm out and about tomorrow, I might just get one, just to be sure. Right, so I'm going to take this cling film, this adhesive off this decking, being careful not to break anything, guys. Just take your time. There you go, like that. If you're coming along with me on this build, guys, just take your time all the while. Don't rush. Make sure you got it in the right position before you let go. That looks good to me. There you go. As you can see, guys, that's exactly right. And you can see these at the bottom, these holes, that's where we're going to be putting little parts. I mean, if you're a millimetre off, a millimetre over, that won't cause you any issues. And you can't really get that much over, to be fair, because you're in line with the structure here, so you should be fine. But if you do go over a little bit, I won't worry. You'll get the parts in, the little pieces, the little extras. But yeah, that is that done then, guys. That's that part of the decking all done. So you've got the starboard side and the port side decking all fitted. That's cool. I love that. Subscribe, guys, if you want to see more. Would really appreciate that. And if you want to see how this build's going to progress over the coming months, weeks, months, years. And if you want to see it built. But yeah, that's that done. It's all instruction 1 done. Now we're going to instruction 2, which takes all this page, and it says here, take the forward section of the boat deck from the previous issue, which is this part here. Now we're going to have to turn that upside down in a sec, which I'm a bit worried about, but we'll get through it. It says in the instructions here, take care when you turn it upside down not to damage any of these little pieces here, guys, because obviously, and you've got the light fittings there, you're going to be turning that upside down. Be careful, which I'm going to be in a minute. Let's carry on. Take care not to damage any of the parts that have been assembled. Turn the deck sections upside down. First, the tabs with the screw holes on the aft end of deck section 41A. Right, so this is 41A, what we've already built. And these little sections here, if we turn that this way around, have to go over there like that. Simple as that, guys. But this is actually off screen now. I've got to move it for you to see it. I might have to try and think of doing another shot, you know. This is madness. Right, if I place that there carefully, and I think a good idea when we screw these screws in, guys, is if I held it from the middle underneath and don't put any pressure where all the parts been fitted. So now we need to attach these parts together with AP screws. So if I get the AP screws, do you know what? I've just had a bit of heart palpitation seeing how big this thing is now. I've always known how big it's going to be, but whoa. This is getting serious now, guys. Cool, but serious. Right, so I've lined the screw up. What we'll do is if I carefully just hold that like that, and then we'll start this screw off, being careful not to damage anything underneath. Place that down, and then we'll start the other screw off. Right, and then what I'll do, this is how I'm doing it. I would recommend this, guys. I won't push down and damage what parts you've already fitted. I'm just going to get another screwdriver to do this. Just slowly screw them in until you feel the bite. Just bear with me if that's off shot, guys. I'm just going to hold it this way because it might be a better position to join them. Now you're screwing into plastic, so it shouldn't be too hard. Just go as tight as you need to go. That's that done. Look at that. Being careful at the minute because it's not finished. That's going to bear else, but look at that. That is tremendous. The size of that is mad. I'm going to leave that there for a second at the top left of the screen while we read what else we've got to do. I think we're going to be needing these connectors, to be fair, so if I get those before we start. Now what it's telling us to do, guys, it's saying to strengthen the assembly, which I did just say it could bear when I was showing you. Take the two connecting plates 44D, which are these, and what we're going to do is glue them, as you can see in the diagram at the bottom right, glue them on these 6 little pins on each side of the decking, and that will strengthen the ship. So if I just turn that round, I mean, you find a way, guys. I'm just going to prop it with a screwdriver so it don't bear anymore. And then what we're going to do is apply a little bit of glue, because that's what it's telling us to do, put some glue. And as you can imagine, we're going to be doing this a few more times, I would have thought, to attach and to build the ship up. So if I get the first connecting plate, there you go, you hear that clicking. So if we just hold that together for a few seconds, it should take. That's done already. That's strong glue, that is, guys. But that's connected that already, as you can see. That side's done. Now we'll go to the same for the other side. I mean, it's telling you to apply this with a cocktail stick again, so you could be better doing it that way. But I've done it this way. But as you can see, guys, this is very strong glue. Be careful not to get yourself stuck to it, or else you're going to be stuck to the Titanic. But that's done. That is all glued together and now strung, and it's huge. Now, guys, we'll take one last look at that, because that is it for this week of this part of this week's issue. Look at that. That is massive. That's got to be over 50 centimetres long, easy. Maybe 40 centimetres. That is absolutely massive. But yeah, that's that part done for now. So what I'm going to do, as you can see at the top of the page here, it's saying take the 2 superstructure sections from issue 22, join the officers' quarters 14G, which is that one there, to the stairwell superstructure 16E with GP screws. Okay then guys, so as you can see on the left we've got 14G. Do you remember that? Look at those little windows. But yeah, this is 14G. Just have a little look around here. Look at that guys, look at that. It's amazing, so cool. And you've got the little windows there on top. Just zoom that in for you. Just ignore this guys, this is just to keep it secure, that's all, that masking tape. I think it'll be like that for a while. So that's 14G. That is the officers' quarters. And then we want 16E. Am I right there? Structure sections from issue 22, join the officers' quarters 14G. Yeah, and 16E, which is the superstructure stairwell. There you go, look at that. So we're joining these 2 parts together. Now you might remember, if you're regular to the channel and you've seen this build, it told us not to attach that and glue it, just leave it till a later date. Well, I've decided to put 2 dots of glue on it because it keeps falling off, and I wouldn't have thought nothing else has got to go on there now. So I'll put a bit of glue just to secure it. There you go. Cool. But that's all this tape's for, is to hold these parts of the chimney. As you can see, they're still coming off. So what we've got to do now then guys, is we're doing this diagram here. We're attaching the 2 structures together, the officers' quarters and the stairwell structure. So what it's telling us to do is, if we position this way and 16E that way, it's going to be as simple as joining those together like so. And then if I just gently turn those round, you can see here that'll click in, and then we're going to have to put 2 screws in there, GP screws, to attach those 14G and 16E superstructure stairwell and the officers' quarters together. So if I just get 2 GP screws out, do you know that glue I'm using is wicked glue, it's really good glue, but I've got a bit on my thumb and I can feel it's like dry on my thumb, if that makes sense. It's like it makes your skin all tight, but it definitely does the job guys. It's good glue. So yeah, we've got the 2 screws here. I'm going to line that up and carefully just pick these 2 parts up this way. It could be a bit easier for you guys because you're not doing it on camera, but I'm trying to get the shot on camera for you and also not damage anything. Oops, there we go. So if I just start that screw off, that's that one done. And then what I'll do now is I'll carefully screw these 2 GP screws as tight as they'll go to join the officers' quarters and the stairwell superstructure. And I think we're done for this week guys. So those are nice and tight. I'll give you a little shot of those. And then if I tip that way around, that's what it looks like. Pretty cool guys. Pretty cool. Look at that. Dare I say, this Titanic now is starting to take shape. I won't worry about if that doesn't look exactly straight and it's a bit bowed, but once that goes on top of the ship, it'll straighten up. It's just that that's just together like that now. But, whoa, that is cool. I love that. But guys, for this week, for the Titanic build from Hatchet Works, issue 44, that's that part, and this part, that is it guys. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Peace. See ya. That is it for this week's build of the Titanic, guys, from Hatchet Works, issue 44. I do hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you want more, remember to subscribe, like, comment, share. Would really appreciate that, guys. For all you guys who are already subscribed, big thumbs up to you guys. And if you're new to the channel, welcome along. And like I say, guys, please smash that subscribe button. Show us your support. Give us a big like, comment and share down below. Love to hear from you guys. Basically, this week, what we've done then, I'll have a look at the mag again because it's been a bit of a busy one. We have put the forward section and of the boat deck, basically, it's all been fixed together. The central section and the two sections of the superstructure have been joined together also. So now, guys, we're getting the actual size of this thing, how big it's going to be. There's loads more to put to this build. Yeah, it's going to, I think it's over 1 metre in length when it's finished, and it's going to be massive. So we've got a lot more issues to go yet, guys, a lot more parts to put on this boat, obviously. But for now, what you've seen and where we're at the minute, it's absolutely enormous. And this is just a few sections of this build. So yeah, guys, if you want to come along with me and don't miss out, press that subscribe button, give us a like, comment, share. Remember to press the bell notification so you don't miss any videos I put up on the channel, including the Titanic, and you'll be notified whenever I put anything up. But for now, guys, for this week, Titanic from Hatchet Works, issue 44, that is it. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Peace.